morning, students. I am teacher Sarungi TB from Sri Shivaji Vidya Mandir and Junior College, Aund, Pune. I welcome all of you in this session of English language. Students, in the previous sessions, we discussed two writing skills, mind mapping, and how to prepare a draft of speech. We also discussed in previous session how to convert active sentence into passive sentence. Students, today we are going to begin with two new topics from the grammar, that is gerund and infinitive form of the verb. Before we begin with the second topic, infinitive form of the verb, let us start with the first significant topic, that is gerund. Students, a gerund is a verb form. It is made from a verb by adding ing as a suffix. Students, gerund though is made from verb, but it has the force of noun as well as verb. Of course, we shall learn how gerund functions as noun later on, when we will compare it with present participle, as present participle is also one of the significant concepts in grammar. Students, as I told you, gerund is a form of verb that ends with suffix ing. Let us see how gerund is made from verb. For example, let us look at these two verbs, spend and work. Students, spend and work are the base form of the verb. Now, in these two examples, I have converted base form of the verb spend into gerund, that is spending. How did I do this transformation? I just added ing at the end of base form of the verb spend and I got gerund spending. In the same way, I added ing at the end of the base form of the verb work and I got the gerund working. Students, I would like to mention here a very important point, how gerund functions as subject of verb, subject of linking verb, object of verb, object of preposition, etc. Students, in the sentence, gerund plays various roles like subject of verb, subject of linking verb, object of verb, object of prepositions, etc. So let us see how gerund functions as subject of verb. I read the example, working takes all my time. Now in this sentence, if you look at the word working, so working is gerund in this sentence and it is functioning as a noun in this sentence. So when the verb form along with ing functions as noun in the sentence, it is labeled or it is called as a gerund in the grammar. Now let us look at the second sentence. I read the sentence, putting the schedule is always good. Now look at the word putting in this sentence. Put is the base form of the verb and I have added ing suffix to the base form put, and this is how we have got the gerund putting. If you look at this sentence carefully, putting the schedule is always good. In this sentence, verb plus ing form is functioning as a noun in this sentence and therefore putting is the gerund in this sentence. So in this way, in both the sentences, working and putting are gerunds in this sentence. Students, in this way, we can have gerund just adding ing to the base form of the verb. So as I told you, gerund functions as the subject of linking verb, object of preposition. So I will explain the rest of the functions of gerund in the next session. So I conclude my lecture here. I stop here. Thank you.